All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome to my new learning tutorials and software series where we take a look at all software. This was a highly requested video. AutoCAD 2020. Fantastic software. Been teaching AutoCAD for years. Took drafting and design in college, took drafting and design in high school. Way back in the early versions of AutoCAD, it's come such a long way. Back in the days of Character Studio, 3D Studio Max, Maya. And this series, this ongoing episodic series, will cover everything. All kinds of software. But today, to kick it off, we are going to be doing something special. This is how to make AutoCAD the way it was back in the day growing up. Back in the day when AutoCAD was a lot different. So this is how you create a classic workspace environment. How to make this less modern, more like the classic way that we're used to. Now, I'm the kind of person where I kind of like clutter. I kind of like the toolbars up front. I kind of like the menus. And we've kind of, pushed away from that in this new modern era. Everything has ribbons now. It's more clean. And, everybody's preference is different. That's just mine. So for those of you who want that classic workspace look, I'm going to show you how to create it, how to bring it back in 2020, and how to save it as a custom workspace so you don't lose it again, and that you can, if you use a computer where multiple people are using, they could switch back to another workspace, and you'll have yours saved. I'll also show you how you can even change the crosshair, something I like to do. But again, a lot of this is personal preference. This isn't, required. Everybody's taste is different. You're going to be the one working on this program for hours at a time. You have to make the program custom to how you like it. So let's get right into this. Little tip here. I like to change the cursor, the crosshair. So I'm going to change my crosshair real quick to 100. All right, just for the purpose of this video. And as you can see, it extends now throughout the screen. I just like that. Now, as you can see, the ribbon, this has become standard in a lot of new software, such as like Microsoft Office and whatnot. They have these ribbons, these tabs. If you enter on the command line, you can actually hide the ribbon. So if you type in ribbon, close, the ribbon goes away. And then if you want to bring the ribbon back, you simply just type in ribbon, the ribbon appears. Okay, the ribbon is nice. It declutters a lot of stuff. The other thing that I like to do is you can bring the menu bar back. So you have the file, edit, view. You can access a lot of nice things through that. Okay, but I'm going to hide it for now. This way we have more drawing space. And you know what? That's really one of the main reasons why they decluttered the program through the years. So there's more drawing space, which is always good. But, to me, it's easier to find things, and it's nice just to have the toolbars the way they were. And I'm old school, and you know what? You get accustomed through the years of liking the way you like something. And, they don't make it apparent in these new versions. So we're going to bring that back. So here's a little tip here. We're going to bring back the toolbars. That's basically the main point of this video. And we're going to bring back the main toolbars, the ones that you use the most, the common ones. Okay? Now again, you can customize this the way you want with the toolbars that you want. So we're going to bring back the menu bar here. And I am going to show you how to bring back some of the toolbars, the ones that you want to use. Okay? All right. So, we want to do AutoCAD. Now we're going to start off with the Draw toolbar. Now, some toolbars will be floating when you bring them back in. And then you can actually put them where you want. They won't be docked, they'll be floating. Some toolbars, like the real main common ones, like Draw that we just did, are automatically docked where they're supposed to go. Of course, you could change that. So as you can see, the Draw toolbar is automatically in the left. And I want that there because that's where I'm used to it. That's the common place for the Draw toolbar. So we have the Draw toolbar there now. That's nice. I like that. You know, because I have my line, my arc. Very nice. I like that a lot. Okay? Very cool. So there's that. I like that. But now that that toolbar's there, the cool thing is I don't have to go to the menu anymore. As a matter of fact, I can actually close that out. Now that we have one toolbar there, we can actually right-click on that toolbar. And we can start adding the toolbars that we want off of that one toolbar. Such as the Modify toolbar. Now, as you can see, again, it automatically added it to the right. That's perfect. I want that there. Now, this is personal preference. Layers, put it here. We're going to keep that there. I like that there. Properties. Properties is good there. Styles is another good one to have. Here's layouts. Now see, it made it floating in the drawing document. So I can stick that wherever I want to stick it. So I'm going to put it right here. Okay? Modeling is a good one. But we're going to stick that right here on the bottom because that's a big toolbar. There's a lot of empty space. What's nice is that if you have a lot of empty space where the toolbars go, you could really fill it in and take advantage of that empty space. You might as well use it because it's there. I'm just going through here and seeing... Oh, dimensions. As you can see, I put it up there. Let's see... All right, I'm going to put it right there. So I put that next to my Draw toolbar. Let's see if there's any last ones that I like here. Oh, there's Render, but I mean, I could always grab that as I need it. Oh, we could do that. There's a little bit of space here. I thought it was bigger than that. Object Snap, that's a good one, but... Standard, what was standard? Oh, okay, let's see. We don't want to overlap anything here. You know, this is a matter of taste. I'm trying to remember how I exactly had mine. So it's a matter of turning them on and off just to see, you know. Let's see. Well, I think that's good. I like that. So that's, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually hide the ribbons. And there you go. And that actually gives you a lot more drawing space, because most of those ribbons now, the options that I would have had from the ribbon, I'm getting from the toolbars. So I'm actually getting the best of both. I'm getting the toolbars with all the options, and I'm getting the drawing space that I need. So that's good. And, you know, it's really, like I said, you know, personal preference, how you like it. You can add whatever toolbars you want and put them wherever you want. This is how I was using AutoCAD, and I think this is pretty much the standard, like where the toolbars mostly that you use and where they go, and a lot of the common toolbars in everyday basic drawing usage. You know, your draw, your modify, your dimensions, your styles, your properties. These are really the well-known toolbars. Now, here's the next step. Here's the big one, the most important one. As you can see here, we are going to show you this. We are in drafting and annotation. Now, this is how you would switch to the different workspaces, but I want to leave the default ones the same, okay? I want to make my own custom. So we're going to actually save current as, and we're going to name it. So I'm going to put my classic workspace. And I'm going to save it. Now watch this. If I go back to the defaults, see that? Everything goes back to normal. And then when I click on mine, it goes right back. So it's actually saving your workspace, which is really cool, because if somebody else wants to use this computer, especially if you're near like a in an office and somebody else uses that computer. But what's cool is that you don't have to mess up the actual program. Everything is saved. Word to note, if you add another toolbar or change something later on and don't save it, it won't save. You have to resave over your workspace, and it will ask you, do you want to save, do you want to overwrite this workspace? You have to say yes, because if you don't, it won't save it. I'll give you an example. So in the middle of the drawing here, I have this group bar here. I'm going to switch back to 3D Basics. And I'm going to go back to my classic workspace. As you can see, the new bar that I added is gone. That's because I didn't resave. So what I would have had to do is, I would have had to save current as, drop down here, my classic workspace, save. Do you want to replace it? Put replace. Naturally, you would have had something different here. And now if you would have added another toolbar or changed the toolbars, it would have been saved. So make sure, if you change anything in the future, to resave your layout. Just because you previously saved and you changed stuff doesn't mean it's going to auto save. It won't. Okay? That is how to change AutoCAD back to the classic workspace with toolbars. Hope this was informative to you. Take care, and I'll see you on the next tutorial video.